It's Wednesday in the kitchen.
We got double trouble today.
Yeah, double trouble.
Oh, I like that.
No, we got
Triple threat.
we got triple trouble.
Oh, no.
I made the coffee.
Put your face in there.
Triple
so
threat.
I
We
made the
can see
coffee.
Triple threat here.
Triple threat.
Jordan, I have to tell you something cute Jordan said this morning.
I said a lot of things. Be careful now.
He said,
Our boy.
I said, we've been recording before this. We've been videoing all day.
Yeah, we've been busy.
Because we've been pre-recording the class, which is coming out Friday. So we about got done. We have a little bit more we have to do after we're done here. But anyway, so Diane wasn't quite here yet this morning. We needed to start kind of early for us. I said, oh, I hope she's okay today. Doesn't have a headache or something. And he goes, oh, she'll be here. She loves us.
True story. True story.
Hi, Andrea. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, guys.
We got company already.
Yep,
They
got
didn't
company
forget
already.
us.
We got the coffee brewing in the background.
Yep. Hopefully you can hear it.
Probably.
Yeah.
They usually do.
Yeah.
All right, Mom. What you got for us today?
Well, yeah, she's
Oh, yeah.
gonna. If you guys saw Instagram on Monday, Diane did the presentation for me because I was going to the doctors all day, and then I went and got my hair done. See, now I'm blonde. He's trying to get it all white to match the front, and this is not easy. So he says, well, you're gonna have to make do with that right now because the big problem you got is you have well water. So that's what's tough. So he has to call Matrix and get the right stuff, and we're supposed to be able to take it out next month. So I guess I have to be gone for a while. Anyway, could be worse. What a laugh.
Could be green.
Yeah, well,
Very
you know
true.
that could still happen.
Like
because
Anna Green
this
Gables.
hair,
Okay.
this hair is very porous.
So wait,
What?
she's not just joking around there. So I went last week to get my hair done, get
Oh.
it colored, and I always get highlights. But this time I said to the girl, I said, could you,
It's a friend of
my
ours.
friend Andrea,
Andrew.
Same
I
age
said-
as me.
I
Yeah.
said, can you, instead of doing blonde highlights, can we do silver so that as I have a lot of gray now, as the gray grows
Yeah, see, she
in-
can do that. Why is this impossible?
Oh, it's
on
little.
me?
Oh, no, wait, I'm going to tell you. So I said, can you do gray or silver so that as my gray grows in, it doesn't,
Yeah,
Like silvery blonde.
it's not so obvious.
yeah.
So it was quite the process. So she lightens. My hair does not like to lighten. It turns red and then it just hangs
Which
there
Mom
for
hates.
Which I'm surprised she would do, because when I wanted her to do that, she wouldn't do that for me.
Well, she was probably afraid yours would break.
She was probably afraid mine would fall out because she'd already stripped
So
it 3 times.
yeah, exactly.
Because she tells me no, too.
Yeah.
So she kept lightening and lightening. So my hair turns red and then it just hangs there for eons of time.
Mom hates the reddish tone.
And we were trying desperately to get that out. So she finally put some toner on it. She got it out. She washed my hair, and all of the highlights. I said if Lauren was there, Lauren would have said,
Yeah.
"Leave it, don't touch it." All the highlights were blue. So we had to touch it. Don't touch it. She would have said, "Leave it." Well, I didn't want blue highlights, so it was quite the process. We had to do another toner, and we had to do what she called a shampoo cap, and but finally the blue came
Andrea
out.
is very good. I
Oh,
don't go
she's
to her. She's
incredible.
too far away
Yeah.
from me.
She's
so.
wonderful.
Mom doesn't care. She goes anyway.
So I go to a fellow in Boardman who's friends of friends of friends. We've known him for a long time. He's been a hairdresser for 32 years, so I figured he would do all right for me. And he does. He does really good. And I like him, plus he's hysterical. He's so funny. So anyway, so I'm in there. He says, hey, would you like your eyebrows trimmed? I says, I wasn't aware you did that. He goes, well, yours need done. I says, oh, gee, thanks. He says, well,
Wow.
they do. He's like, I got
Wow.
the scissors. I'm standing right here. I says, well, if you think you can make them better. He says, if I fix them, if I cut them, it'll look like you have eyebrows. I'm like, all right. So he cut them. Now I have a little hole.
Hey,
Well, I
Deb.
gotta fix that.
Hi.
Anyway, we didn't come to talk about hair.
Hair, no.
Jan.
We came to talk about trends, and Diane did a really good show on Monday for me while I was at the doctor, and then I went to John's to get my hair done. So she did this wonderful show. If you didn't see it yet, it's still on Instagram. You can go see it. But it was a foregleam of what we're going to do today.
We extended it.
As extended, yes.
The extended
So
The
version.
uncut, yeah, the uncut
So we had
version.
this, and Diane came up with this idea. You know, we should be doing some style trends and show them what we have.
that works
That
with those
would
trends.
work so they could do it. Because, I mean, isn't that what we're supposed to be? We're supposed to be helping people, you know, make stuff that's trendy. So That sounds good. So she started as good. So she's going to repeat a little bit of what she did on Monday. And I'm going to kind of shut up, believe it or not.
And it's kind of cool too, because actually I was taking a sneak peek, and she has some of the same basic pieces, like the bases and everything, but she has, yes, the crescent for one is one of
I
them.
have some new things to show you.
But the cool thing is she has pieces from the three of us that we have all made.
Yeah.
And so it's so cool to see how versatile these pieces are. The pieces are so different.
It says across 3 people, 3 different hand
Styles.
styles. It's all assemblage.
But it's still
It's
all the same.
assemblage, but it's different people, you know, a different look.
It's still the same piece being used.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it just
so-
gives you an idea of where you can go.
All right.
Yeah, and
These
and
pieces.
the thing is, we realized that there was more to say about that than what I said on Monday, so
Oh,
we're going to
goodness,
expand it today. And then after today, we're going to move this series on Trends of 2024 to the Wednesday YouTube
Yeah.
lives. So that way we get to talk about it a little more, we can expand on it, and then you don't have to watch the same thing twice. I'm sorry, for those of you who saw me Monday, I'm sorry, we're doing a little of the same thing, but this is an expanded version and I will have
Well,
more
we're
to
trying
say.
to juggle things too, and
And reach a bigger
keep-
audience.
Well, none of that. We're trying to juggle things too, and not let things like go down the drain like we forgot you while we're doing this class, because the class is kind of a headbanger. I'm gonna be honest.
But YouTube does
So-
reach a much larger audience.
Yeah.
So we thought, wouldn't it be fun if more people got to see this? So the jewelry trend series that we had originally planned to do on Instagram, we're going to move over here on Wednesdays for the lives. So I hope you enjoy that.
Yes,
Chris.
So Diane will
Hi.
help me so that I don't wear myself out, and I'll be able to do the class, because she helps me with the class too, so she does a lot of input there as well, which is good because I need input. But I think any of you that are taking class are going to be thrilled with it, because the recorded format is going to be much better for learning. The way we hang out here is much better for having fun and learning a little bit of something. The way we're doing it is very concentrated. You'll learn a lot. And the class is for these big, effusive, over-the-top pieces that, you know, you're not going to make in a minute. So we need to have some concentration. So Diane's going to help with that. And then here and there, where we can, we're going to see if Lauren can come back up on a Friday, and we'll do a small live one, her and me, and I'll show you a technique or something. But I'm not saying if that's going to happen this week or not. It probably won't, because I'm just.
But maybe
I
next
got a
week.
lot to do. Yeah, because the next project I'm going to do after that, that's a hard one too. But after that, the last one is not real hard. I mean, it is, but not real hard. So anyway, okay, I'm going to shut up. Don't you love my necklace?
See, this is what we're talking about today. Statement necklaces
You guys saw
and
this.
cuffs.
I made this in a video, but you know, I just can't bear to let it go.
Why should you?
I just like it. I have to pet it. Okay, have fun.
Okay, so what I'm going to have Lauren do right now so I can show you things easier is I'm going to grab the camera
I'm going to flip the camera.
and we're going to flip it around.
And I'm leaving, so
This
I don't
way.
interrupt you. So bye.
So I'm going to have Lauren, I know we're looking at a blank counter now, sorry guys. No, I'm going to have Lauren bring the stand around here.
Oh, right. I forgot.
She forgot.
I'm sorry. I forgot the plan.
Oh, Lauren.
I forgot the plan.
She already forgot the
I already
plan.
forgot the plan.
All right, so we're going to put it right here so I can show you some things. How about that? Whoops. Let me get it. Let me get it. This is live, guys. So we're a little discombobulated.
We
Okay.
haven't moved the camera before. Hey, Chris.
All right, let me get this just set right. And then we'll start talking about this. So, how many of you guys, and as you answer, Lauren will share with me what you're saying. How many of you guys enjoy making a statement necklace?
Me.
Lauren, yes, and we know Lauren does. So, I'm going to take off the one that I'm wearing. And, oh wait, you know what? Okay, this is live, so anything can happen. I'm going to give the camera back to Lauren for a minute so she can turn it around and
Oh, good.
on me again. Sorry, guys. Okay, are we upside down? We're upside
Go.
down, Lauren.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, I forgot. Okay, I know. Bear with us. It's fun, right? We're having a party. Okay. So what I wanted to say was, we're talking about the first 2 trends of 2024 that we want to talk about are statement necklaces and statement cuffs. Those are 2 of the big trends. And like I mentioned on Monday, when it comes to trends, I did a lot of research on what the trends were going to be for 2024, and you can go online and you'll find many lists that talk about the trends, and some of them will have different items, but you will find what I was finding as I went through these lists is that several items kept popping up on all the different lists. Even if some of their thoughts were different, there were certain things that kept showing up as trends for 2024.
Keywords.
Like statement necklaces kept popping up. Cuffs kept popping up. So over the next maybe 5 to 6 weeks, we're going to talk about, there's about 12 trends that showed up on a lot of lists and that play really nicely with our wheelhouse here at Bisou Boutiques and with the things that we do and the pieces that we have. So I thought we would talk about those, why they're popular, and different ideas that you can try to, what's the word I'm looking for, to, Lauren, help me out here, to get in on that trend, you know, so that your pieces that you're showing to your customers fit in with what the trends they're seeing in the magazines.
Especially if you have shows.
Right.
It's a good thing.
So,
To have.
what actually makes...
Hi,
I'm gonna
Deborah.
pull my notes here, excuse me. I wrote a couple of notes. What actually makes a statement necklace? What do we mean when we say a statement necklace? So, a statement necklace is something that commands attention. Obviously, it makes a statement.
Draws your eye.
Yeah, it's a bigger piece. It commands attention. It's a conversation starter. And it kind of makes your outfit. A lot of times when it comes to statement necklaces, people will decide what they're wearing around that piece instead of the other way around. I found it interesting that when I was doing some of this research, that it said that this type of larger necklace, where did that trend start? It actually started in Egypt with
Not surprising.
metalworking, right? What do you think of when you think of Egypt? Those big collar pieces, those gold things you saw like Cleopatra wear and those types of things. That's where this idea really originated and started from. And the fun of it is that statement necklaces can take on a lot of different forms and vibes. So,
There's different styles.
right, your imagination is the only limit to what you can do. So, your statement piece, and we'll talk about this as we
You'll
show
see,
examples.
yeah.
Might be a whimsical piece. It might be a very romantic piece. It might be a very modern piece, like if you want to use geometric shapes and black and white as a strong contrast, that's more of a modern look.
Or even like steampunk with all the gears.
Right,
in it.
right. Maybe you're doing a boho vibe and you're using bone beads and wood beads and that sort
You're
of thing.
doing like fringe style waterfall necklace.
Right. So you can have different vibes as well as colors and
Colors.
styles and all those things. So now I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll
Are
start.
we sure?
We're sure. We are sure.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to turn it
We're
around.
gonna turn it around.
And we'll start showing you what I mean by those things.
Turn the beat around. Okay.
Okay, sing, Lauren, sing.
No.
Okay.
Not karaoke.
So I'm
hour.
going to take off the one that I'm wearing and show you this one. This is the very first statement necklace I ever made. The first assemblage piece I ever made. And I did this one, whoops, let's get that off of there, in a two-tone look. I used brass ox and antique silver or silverware silver plate brass, and a couple of pieces of broken bling here and there. So this is an idea. Now, these can be easier to do when you have the right base. So here is the base piece that I used.
And
I'll
that's the
turn it around
same
this way.
base piece that you saw on Bisou's necklace.
Yes. So this is what we call our crescent necklace base, this piece right here. We have it in the raw brass. We also, excuse my Band-Aid. We also have it in a plated version in brass ox. You can paint these, as I'll show you in a minute. But anyway, this is...
I like this particular crescent base too because it's flat and it lays very nicely against your neck.
Yeah, and like I said, this is just like a two-tone effect. And with flowers just glued onto
Layered.
the base. Layered, I put this leaf down first, added this flower, then this flower, then this flower, just in a layered effect, and ended up with, added a few beads on the chain, and there you have yourself a statement necklace. Okay, what else can you do with that base?
Deborah says it's beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thank you. This is one that Bisou did recently in a
That
video.
chain is insane.
I know. So she used the same base piece. She used a mount that had spaces.
And flipped it upside down.
Flipped it upside down so she could hang them. That looks so cute. I love this. Now,
That was
she
super smart.
did buttons. So this is more of a whimsical vibe.
Kind
And
of more vintage.
vintage
with
and
the
whimsical.
buttons.
And there's her chain. Wow, I love this chain so much.
Her chain's incredible.
So there's another idea with that base. But when you compare the two,
Very different.
very different, but the same base, same beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see, do we have any more on that base? Yep, 2 more.
Yep.
Okay, so these 2 are ones that I made. This one has more of a southwestern vibe. Again, same base. This time I took a pendant mount that would normally go this way, snipped off the little hanging hole, and glued it on. Now this time, if you'll notice, Brenda and I were just talking about the difference of these 2. This one, the base is completely covered. You do not see hide nor hair of that. This one, a lot of it shows through. I used a plated base. This one's in brass ox.
Two-tone again.
Two-tone again with the turquoise. But a lot of the base shows through. You don't always have to completely cover the base. I'm going to hold that one there because I want to show you
Especially
something
if
about that
it's
later.
a plating finish that you like. Like if it's copper, if it's something and you want it to pop with what you're using,
Mm-hmm.
then you can let some of it kind of...
Okay, here is a 4th one on that same base, but now I painted this one. Now look, see? That's embarrassing. Look at that. I didn't seal it. So here's a lesson in sealing your pieces. You should always seal it. So I painted this one. As you can see, it's chipping through. I
Hey,
should have
Beans.
sealed that. I should have sealed that. But the idea is you can paint it if you don't want it to be brass or whatever the plating is. You can paint it, and you're probably
We didn't have black at the time.
no. So I painted it black. This was actually a brooch that I owned that broke. And I probably could have bought a pin back and glued it on there and kept wearing it, but I thought, maybe I can turn it into something else. And because it had a black edging all the way around it, I painted this black. I sponged, you can see a little bit of silver on there, and then just added the other pieces. Again, another totally different look. It has the same vibe as this one, because they're florals, but this is more neutral that could go with everything. This has more color. Maybe for more specific outfit, it'll look great with black. It does look great with black. Okay, so that's that piece. Now, I wanted to show you, and I brought some of the pieces that we have. So here is the piece that I've been talking about. This is our neck base. Has your 2 hanging holes and this scalloped design. So I guess that's why I left this one free more, because I liked the scallops to show, where a lot of times they get covered up. So you can do that. We also have a smaller version of the same thing.
No, this one sticks up a little bit. It has a little
Well, you can flatten it.
definition, yeah.
If you don't like that it's curved up a little bit, you can see there's a little curve to it, you can flatten it.
Mm-hmm.
What I like about this one is this little hanging hole. So you can hang something from there. So like on this one, Bisou had to attach something to hang. This one already has a little hole for you that you could hang. I would suggest though that if you're going to do that, you would hang whatever you're going to hang there first and then glue your other pieces on, because if you glue it first and then you try to hang, you'll have to be trying to cram underneath there. That won't work so great. Okay, so there's those 2. And we have them in different colors. We just got this one in the smaller one in gingerbread. So that might be fun to work with.
I know
Different
Chris
colorway.
likes gingerbread. She likes copper finish.
So there's those. Now, what else could we use for a base for a statement necklace? I'm going to show you a couple of pieces that we have. This one Lauren made, and I adore this necklace.
Bean says you're inspiring her to do some assemblage.
Oh, cool. I love doing assemblage. It's like putting a puzzle together to me. Playing with puzzle pieces and designing, you know, how they're going to lay together and what you want it to be. Lauren made this one with this piece. And I think we have, let me see, I brought that with me. This piece right now in the black, we have on Etsy. So if you're looking for, let me pull it out the bag. If you're looking for this,
I just put
this
it up
piece.
on Etsy in the gingerbread as well.
Yes. And I believe we also have it in gold. But anyway, this is the piece Lauren used, and you're probably going, well, that doesn't look like that piece. And
I painted
and
it.
it doesn't, but she painted it. Now we have,
I gave it a frosted look.
and I love it. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. And then she frosted her mount as well. That's
I
a
did.
black mount.
Mhm.
She frosted that as well, added her frosted cameo, which already had a frosted look. And what a gorgeous piece.
Thank you, Mommy.
I love it. I might steal it. You never know. If it comes up missing, you'll know where it is. So don't think that whatever this looks like has to be what it looks like finished, because I adore that.
I'll have to look to see if we have the paint in stock
We
that
have
I
silver
used.
solar. We have silver lunar paste. I
Lunar
believe,
okay.
Which would do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that one. And we also have that, like she said, in gingerbread.
They're both
and
on Etsy.
I think in satin gold too. Okay, remove that out the way. Here's another piece. I'm showing you the back side. Here's another piece you can use for a base.
That's one of those the feathery floral piece.
And this one, I did a butterfly. I added a little piece sticking out the bottom just to give it more of a point. Painted some leaves, painted the butterfly.
She got nifty on this one. Tell them what you did, Mom, for those stones.
Okay, so I wanted to add stones to this butterfly. I painted it and put a little glitter.
Now, if you know this butterfly, there are little, like, circles
Lauren, can you go find one of those?
around his edge, but they're not deep to have a stone.
No, they are not. If you can find a picture of one of those. But anyway, I wanted it to be rimmed in stones, but there were no stone settings there. So I'm going to show you from the side. You can see from the side, I took epoxy sculpt.
Let's see.
There we go.
Yeah.
Epoxy sculpt, and I rolled teeny tiny little clay balls, and I pushed my stone, my pointed back stone into each one of those. I made that one a little bigger, that one a little bigger, this one a little bigger. Okay, so here's a picture of the, you see there's circles there, but they're not deep.
They're not
flat.
deep. They're flat.
They're just
yeah.
flat. So if you don't have flat back stones, this was how I solved that problem. I just made teeny tiny little clay balls out of the epoxy sculpt, or Cerulean if you still have some Cerulean, and then pushed my stones into those. And then once they hardened, or not once they hardened, I'm sorry, as soon as I pushed the stones in, I took a Q-tip and some gold mica powder, Perfect Pearls, and colored them.
To match the butterfly.
And then when it hardened, it stayed that color.
And the stones will not move because the epoxy adheres
to the metal.
stones, and it's like glue.
Yeah. Now this one I was going to show you, I did the same thing. I wanted some rhinestones just hanging out in different spots, and I did the same thing. And I'm telling you, that does not move.
No, it does not.
So you make the little ball, you put it where you want it, push your stone in, use whatever color mica powder, Perfect Pearls, whatever you want, dust it super lightly so you don't change the shape of your
And then
thing,
once
and then let it harden.
once it's dry, then you can take another Q-tip with just a teeny little bit of water, and you can just rub off the surface of your stone. If
Once
there's
it's
any.
dry.
Once it's dry, yeah. Let it sit for like at least
So, yeah.
24 hours.
So I took my Q-tip and I dusted the mica powder all over, And so, of course, it got all over the top of the stone.
Yeah,
Then
and
I
then it
waited 24 hours
Mhm.
for it to dry and then took just like a wet cloth or whatever and just wiped them back off again. Okay.
Yep.
So, what else do we have?
What else
Okay.
do we have, Mommy?
Oh, this is another piece of Brenda's that I just love.
And this is kind of like a waterfall.
And this is done with a crescent piece that we have. And I love the way she did this. This has about 50 little hanging holes.
Although she didn't use them all.
She did not, and you don't have to. You do not have to use them all, and I can't get the little beads out from underneath the bottom. Oh, they're fighting me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it this way. There we go. There we go. Okay.
There you go.
But what
Mom.
I love is she didn't just put stones across here. She used these to hang other things. Can you pull that out, Lauren?
No, it's out all the way.
It is?
Oh, maybe not. Okay, I lie. I'm sorry.
Look at her lying to her
Oh,
mother.
I'm sorry.
But there you can see she, I mean. this
But
is
it
a
goes on for days.
It's beautiful. It's
We can't
absolutely, no,
even
you
get
talk
it.
about a statement piece, that's a statement piece. And she used Cerulean in these too. The
Yeah, let
epoxy
me
clay.
Zoom in.
Now I'll show you another one she did where she kept it close. Where
Wasn't that yours?
No.
Oh, so this is another one where actually she did do all the hanging holes.
She did, and she kept it close and short. Gorgeous.
Yeah, I love this one.
Absolutely gorgeous. We have just a few of these in stock, but she's going to try to get more. I just love it.
Yeah, the blues are beautiful.
Okay, so now, do statement necklaces all have to be right up close to your neck?
And do they have to be huge pieces?
No, not
No.
necessarily. So here's a couple that are a little different that I did not show on Monday.
Ooh!
Here's one that Bisou did. Why is that a statement piece? Because
I
it's
love
grabbing
the
your
red.
attention,
That
right?
red piece right there. If you see it in person, it is literally glowing.
So these are not as big as, say, expand out a little, please. This is as wide practically as both of these. They're not quite as big, but they still make quite a statement in that they have brighter colors and they're going to command your attention. So everything doesn't have to be ginormous and huge. Look at that.
It glows.
It literally does.
No joke.
So
Like when you
pretty.
see it in person, that red stone in the middle, I love
Now this is a
it.
more of a boho vibe,
Mm-hmm.
which is really fun.
And it's assemblage.
And this one I made just specifically to go with an outfit that I wanted to wear it with. Okay, so what's the other popular piece or the trendy piece this year? Cuff. Statement cuff. Now, you can do a lot. Oh, I was going to show. I searched all over my house today, guys, to bring this one necklace to show you. You think I could find it? Nope. So I printed a picture of it. This is one that's a little more of a whimsical vibe. I took one of our fairy cameos and painted the whole thing. But still used one of those back bases. The same one from the butterfly. Oops, that one. Painted it green. Painted the flowers purple. Painted her. So don't be afraid to paint. If things aren't the color you want them to be, make them the color you want. Nothing that says you can't. But anyway, I searched all over. I couldn't find her. She's somewhere in my bedroom, hiding out having fun. But she wasn't coming to the party. Okay, so the other thing is cuffs. Who likes to play with cuffs? Anybody like to make cuffs? I do. I love them. So I'm going to show you a couple we made and show you a couple of the pieces that we have that you could use. So this is a cuff that we have in stock, and I
channel
like this
cuff.
one, channel cuff, because it has a little bit of a lip. I love this one for decoupage. I think decoupage is so fun in there. Some kind of colored paper, a little Mod Podge, maybe some glitter, perfect pearl, something, and a few little pieces. Now I'm going to show you two different bracelets that were made using this cuff, and it again goes to show how just your mind and your own creative process can make things so different. So the first one I'm going to show you is one made by Bisou, by Brenda. And she did epoxy sculpt or Cerulean, and then look at this. Added all these little bits and bobs. I'm telling you, this thing is gorgeous.
Deborah says fairies are shy.
I think she is. She is hiding out, man. So this.
It wasn't pixie hour.
No. Maybe that's what I needed to do. Sprinkle some pixie dust and get her to come out.
Hey, Christine.
So, I mean, just this is mesmerizing. You could look at this. If that's not statement, I don't know what is. You could look at this for hours.
The
and find
colors are.
new things every second you look at it. Brenda has such an eye.
It reminds
for
me of like
design.
those embroidered shirts when you find stuff. You know, like how
Uh-huh.
they have those colors and the
Mhm.
or the Fiesta wear. you
But
know,
see
the-
how she kept it? It's just raised just a little bit. The Cerulean or the epoxy sculpt clay is within the channel, and then the
Makes
other
it
pieces
level.
are pushed in and makes it level. It's gorgeous. And that again was just with this. Started out just like this and ended up like this. Now the next one I'm going to show you is one that Lauren did, and I might steal this too.
And actually, I use epoxy sculpt like Bisou.
Only she did black.
And I tried to make it look textured like leather.
So I'm gonna see if we can get that. She, see that? She kind of imprinted in the epoxy sculpt and sort of made it look like
Fabric
like
or
fabric or leather,
Yeah.
and then pushed her other pieces in. Same bracelet. Where'd it go? But a completely different look. I'm gonna put this one on. And I might just wear it home. Gorgeous. Love it. Okay. Then we have, I hope this is giving you ideas, guys. Share your ideas under here. What you like, what colors you like, what vibe.
Was there a trend that stood out to you?
Is there a vibe or a style in statement necklaces that you like? Do you go more romantic? Do you go more modern? Do you go more boho? What's your favorite style to make?
Or what do you feel that you sell the most of, like with your customers?
Yeah, what's the
is
most
there
popular?
is there a popular one that you see goes pretty quickly if you make it?
Yeah. Okay, here is another cuff that we have. I like this one a lot too.
This is our
It's a little bit
dimpled
wider
cuff.
and it's a little bit textured and dimpled. This one is really fun to decoupage too because
Yes.
that texture shows
It
through.
shows through, especially if you do very thin, like the rice paper, and just do a very thin layer. Then it kind of gives it,
Yeah, super dimension. It's really
Mhm.
cool. So here's something made
It's
on
cool to colorize too.
a cuff similar to that style with paper. I just put paper, Mod Podge, a little Perfect Pearls. You see a little bit of coloration there, a little bit of glitter. And I glued a shield piece on it, put some more paper, some little bits and bobs. You can see underneath it's
this-
brass.
This also talks about what we were saying too, because this was from several years back, from one of our workshops when we still had it in person.
Yeah.
And we've shown pictures of it before, but everyone kind of basically worked with the same basic pieces, like this shield or that cuff. Everyone looked different.
So different.
And yet we all worked with the same pieces. It was awesome to see.
Yeah, yeah. And
Chris wants to see silver cuffs.
yeah, so this one's done in silver. I'd have to paint the back, but when I wear it, you only see the silver. And actually, Miss Chris, you hit the nail on the head because silver is actually trendy for 2024.
Is one of the trends, which we'll talk about.
Silver jewelry is coming
in,
back.
in
so
one of our next
this piece is a great piece to use.
one of our next trend episodes.
Yeah, silver is
covers
a color.
silver.
So here's another thought that you can do with silver is to take this piece that we have. Brenda has already curved this
Our luggage tag.
to fit your wrist, and then just add some silver chain. You could put some decoupage
I love
here.
decoupage with that one.
That would make a fantastic cuff, and it definitely a statement piece. And you can take something and paint it, curve it to match your wrist. There's so many options for getting in on the trends. This other piece, and you could do this in silver as well, but it also curves to fit. You could paint it.
Okay, so Deborah says that tassel necklaces always seem to sell fast at her shows despite the hefty price.
Nice. Okay, so
And
Bisou.
tassels are definitely statement.
Now I don't have the one that Bisou was wearing. Lauren, go grab the necklace Bisou was wearing. Because she actually has one of these. These are my earrings today. But she actually had one of these hanging off of her necklace. And we have this piece in stock, and they make a great tassel at the end of any necklace. So yeah, that's another thing. That's a good point, Deb, because like we said, statement necklaces don't have to be up around the neck necessarily. They can be long, and a tassel necklace is always a gorgeous idea. And then two other cuffs I was going to show you is a beveled cuff that we have. And Lauren, can you go grab these in silver, please? Okay, so this was the necklace Bisou was wearing, and she threw a tassel on there. But this piece makes a great bottom. If you're making a tassel necklace, it makes it easy to finish off the bottom. So this cuff we have is like a beveled cuff. So we have all different types and styles that you can work with. And this one is fun to play with. Here's one that Lauren did. She made for me, actually, and she covered it in denim. She glued denim down over pieces of denim and bling. And I thought that was really cool and thinking outside the box. And then this is one that I did with paper again. And perfect pearls, and you can see there's a little bit of a sheen because I sealed it. One of the times that I remember to seal something. And then this cup, I was going to show you this. We have this both in gold and silver, and I think this is really cool. It's a hinged cuff, but you can glue something to one side. So like, let's say you had a mount. You could glue it, but just glue it on one side, and then it would open with the hinge like this and close, and you've got a pretty cool cuff bracelet. We also have this one in gold. And then we have tons and tons of all different colors of these skinny cuffs.
I like this one because it has a little bit of a twisted feel on it, which is a little bit different. But who says charm bracelets can't be statement either? You've seen some of the ones Bisou makes. They are loaded up with charms, and they are real. And even Beans.
Ones.
Beans makes some incredible painted.
I'll show you. I did bring one. Lauren, hand me that blue bag. I didn't know if I was going to show it or not. But
Okay, Deborah says she loves floral, boho, and that she made a 5-piece silver blue Downton Abbey line.
ooh.
And it said that she said it sold out before it even ever got listed on Etsy, and it was priced way up too.
Nice. Nice.
Which, Deborah, she says something's more beautiful in person too. Are you talking about the tassels? Those tassels are really pretty.
Yeah. Okay, so this is another skinny cuff that we have in stock. And this is one of the wonky
Here.
wire.
You want,
I'll put it on you.
and then maybe
A
we can.
wonky wire that I had done from one of the workshops. And that makes a nice statement piece. Attach all the little charms with wire. And we have a couple colors in that skinny cuff as well. So that's another idea for a statement cuff.
They're skinny, but they still count.
So yeah, so if you're looking for
Oh, here's.
here's another one.
She was looking for cuffs, but
Yeah, now here's another
here's silver.
but you could do this on a cuff or as a base for a necklace is this piece. We have this on Etsy.
And it's
I was
great for
thinking
spring coming up.
You could glue this to a base and make a really big statement cuff, but it's also a good base for a statement necklace.
The tassel.
on
Okay, yeah, I
Etsy.
thought so.
Yeah.
They are really.
Now you're
pretty in
making me
person.
want to make a tassel necklace. Now, if you're looking for the pieces like this, anything in this style, as opposed to the crescent base. We have a lot of those on Etsy, and I would search either the word winged or the word centerpiece, and you'll find several of those on Etsy in different colors
Yeah, there's
and
some up
variations.
in gingerbread, I know for sure.
All right, I'm going to give you back the phone and have you turn back around.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. So anyway, okay,
Sorry,
that's not
guys.
a great view.
Hold on, I'm trying to make sure it's
I'll do that.
so you're not
You do this.
seeing pores.
Oh, please. No high definition, okay? Can we not do that? We're not doing high definition. Okay, so I hope that gave you some ideas for the trends for this year of statement necklaces or cuffs. And if you have any ideas, like once this gets posted, all these live comments will go away, but once we post this on YouTube, if you could, comment underneath, that would be super helpful, and kind of share what you like Deb, maybe you could mention again how you like making tassel necklaces, what your vibe is for statement pieces, and how you see this working in with the trends this year, what you think would be a good idea. Next week we're going to come back and we have a few new trends that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about bows, pearls. I know Lauren's favorite.
I love bows.
She loved bows, pearls, and rosettes. Now that was the one that was most intriguing to me, because when they said rosettes was a trend, we're not talking about roses,
Oh,
like a porcelain rose.
what are we talking?
Well, you're going to have to tune in next
Oh.
Wednesday to find out. That's the fun of it. So yeah, join us next Wednesday again.
I'm not surprised about pearls though, because pearls are classic. They actually never go out of style.
No, they don't, but they are a big trend this year. So
Maybe
let's-
new things with pearls.
Yeah. So let's join us next week, and we
Don't
will
forget
talk
to
about
like,
those.
please,
Yep.
like,
Yep.
subscribe, and please leave us those comments underneath the video once it's posted. They really, really do
Thank
help.
you, my girl. I love hanging out with my girl. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lauren's mom.
Yep, that's my mommy.
So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you come back and join us for the successive weeks, because there's a lot of different trends that we're going to talk about and ways that we can use them to interest our customers this year.
Oh, Deborah says that she loves painting that winged piece.
Yes.
The floral one.
Yes, me too. This one. Okay, hold that one up. Whoops.
Do you have it in here?
I do. Hold
So we
on.
can see it just...
I do. That would be better. Look at you. You're so smart. I'll show you two different ones. Here, show this one first, because we also have some of these on Etsy.
Yes. This is the gingerbread.
And we also have on Etsy. You'll find most of these on Etsy. Here's the other one.
Oh yeah, similar style, but
Yeah, they're very similar in style. Either one works great. So whichever one you prefer. I've used them both for different projects, and I love them both. And like you said, we have different colors, so those are always fun. And I really enjoy painting them. Then you can make it any way you want. Fit with any color scheme that you are planning. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for hanging out with me and Lauren and Risu in the kitchen.